For this rotator cuff exercise, your anchor is going to be shoulder height. We'll start with the arm that's furthest away from the anchor. You're gonna have your elbow roughly at shoulder height and roughly in front of the shoulder. So if I come forward this way, you can see this arm is coming out sort of perpendicular to my collarbones. However, for some of us, a little wider is gonna feel more comfortable. So it looks a little bit more angled off to the side, more into our scaption plane. That is totally great. If that feels better, go for it. Don't feel like it's a less than situation. You wanna be working in a place where it's pain-free and feels like you have a natural glide in the socket. So we're gonna have our band at shoulder height, and I'm gonna go ahead and choke up and have my other hand as a little marker here so I can feel that this elbow stays in place. It's just gonna pivot or rotate and come back up. So it's kind of like if you were setting up to arm wrestle with your arm on a high counter up at shoulder height, and you're arm wrestling this band here. We're gonna keep this shoulder from hiking. So drawing that shoulder down, lightly imagine you're pushing this elbow down into a surface, or your hand in this case, and pull up. Resist all the way home. We'll tighten these muscles and then we'll lengthen under load. Pulling up, pause, controlling back. If using a foam roller fits your frame, you could do this with a foam roller or any other surface that you can get your elbow about shoulder height and have a little bit of support to take that arm up and down.
Avoid letting your shoulder blade hike up towards your ear or drop down excessively, side bending to try to pull the band. Try your best to maintain a neutral with shoulders level.
This is our external rotation. We're rotating this upper arm away from the midline. So if my arm was straight, I'm basically doing that, but because my arm is bent, it looks like that. Next, we'll take it into the inside hand. I'm gonna push the band across, finding tension here and resisting back. So as I pull down, I'll find tension and then I'll resist and let that slowly come up to about vertical with the forearm. Pressing down, if I feel up to it, I could even under control take the hand a little further out that direction. As my arm goes that direction, I want to make sure I'm not letting anything happen in the shoulder. So my shoulder stays the same, and it's like this upper arm bone is just gently corkscrewing into the shoulder and finding that small movement there. Remember, my arm could be more out to the side, and that might feel like a better angle for my shoulder, especially if I'm feeling pinching on this.
If you do take your elbow to the side, you may need to turn just slightly away from the anchor to maintain the direction of pull for the muscle. While you'll feel muscle engagement in the front of the shoulder and chest, keep your focus on your shoulder blade staying down and smooth against the ribs behind you. Remember to do your external rotation and internal rotation with the anchor on both sides of you. In this example, the anchor is off to my left. Then I would turn around and do the same exercises with the anchor off to my right.
For this, I need my band to be shoulder height and my elbow is gonna be in line with my side. So as I face you here, my arm is out to the side or abducted, and this is the action of the arm. As I face this way, my anchor is gonna be in line with that elbow. So as I pull up, I'm gonna feel the work on the back of the shoulder, and I'm gonna control it back. Pull, pause, and control. So here I'm doing external rotation. I'm rotating this upper arm bone back or away from my front midline. And my anchor, hand, and elbow are all in a row to pull up and back and down. If out to the side feels too extreme, that could be again in scaption. So bird's eye view, this would be to the side. I might come forward just a little bit, and that range of motion there may be more suitable than when I'm all the way to my side. So you wanna listen to your shoulder. And if you do find that you angle it forward, in this instance, you will turn towards it slightly, so we still get the anchor, the wrist, and the elbow in a row.
Remember to keep the shoulder blade smooth against your back. Avoid rounding the shoulder forward as you bring your hand down.
Our first one will be facing towards the anchor. The second one, we're gonna turn our back to the anchor, but it's pretty much the same setup. So now I have my band at shoulder height or roughly, and I might make it even a little higher so that it goes over top of my arm. For this one, think of it being about the movement back, the resisting back. If you think of that sort of arm wrestle feeling, when somebody's taking your arm back this way, you want to have strength and flexibility that direction as well, especially if you're a golfer. Think about your backswing. So when we come here, we want to resist, resist, resist. We're basically getting pulled into external rotation, and we want to have the strength and flexibility to get there to then pull down. So we want to feel the shoulder blade smooth on the back, and I'm going to resist up and pull down. My arm can be directly to my side, so more of a 90 degree at the elbow and straight out from my shoulder, or potentially scaption's gonna feel better, where I take my upper arm bone 30 degrees forward, my hand's gonna be coming in more. I still have about a 90 there, but the angle is gonna be a slightly different rotation. If I'm working in scaption, I still wanna have the hand, elbow, and anchor in a row. So if I take my arm into 30 degrees, I might have to turn a little bit to get that direction of pull for the muscle in the band.
As you pull the hand forward, avoid rounding the shoulder forward or breaking from your posture. Maintain that braced, neutral spine throughout, keeping your elbow slightly in your periphery. Remember to do both arms facing towards the anchor and away from the anchor. With all of these exercises, keep them small and specific. Remember to keep the shoulder blade steady and feel the upper arm bone spiral in the socket. The tension should be light enough to do these in good form, but challenging enough that you begin to feel a little burn or fatigue by 6 to 8 reps.
I hope you enjoyed these exercises. Think of these exercises like taking your vitamins. They are preventative. They are going to help you to have happy, healthy shoulders for whatever activities life brings you. Remember, when you take care of your body takes care of you. If you have any questions or need any help, you know where to find me.